You ever wonder why, like, you have a favorite number, and you don't know why, or a favorite color, and you don't know why? What is it? Why do you have a favorite number? Was it a number you heard when you were a kid, or is it something else? What's interesting about numbers and human beings is that we are born into this earth. We are here for a reason. We are special, and we are encoded in numbers. When we are born, depending on the time of year, the date, all of it, we have encoded in our DNA numbers. We have frequency, we have vibration. Every person vibrates at a different frequency. And if you can start to match and resonate your frequency with the frequency of the earth, if you can ground yourself and start to pick out the lies from the history, his story, right, that we have been told, if you can start to remove some of those lies, you can escape and you can ascend and you can truly become one with the universe. You're never going to be able to do that, though, if you think you're spinning on a magical ball. And why do you have these numbers that you love, these colors that you love? Because that is embedded into your soul. Those numbers, you know what's weird? My favorite number growing up was a 33. I didn't know, I liked the number. I didn't watch basketball. I didn't give a shit about Larry Bird or any of that. But when I was 18, my uncle told me that my last name is 33 in numerology. And like, this was way before even the internet. So I always loved that number, but I loved it before he even told me that. And I didn't know why. To me, that's a sign. That's why did I love that number before I even knew why to love that number? Because it's a part of me. It's a part of me, right? And I'm sure this has happened to so many people. And this is why things like astrology, a lot of people believe this stuff, because there are a lot of really accurate details in a lot of this stuff, especially numerology. When you start getting into like Pythagorean numerology, which is simple to do, it's A through Z, 1 through 9. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. When you get up to the 9th letter, you go back to 1, and you just keep going down the alphabet. People that control the world and run the world and own the world and have been writing the narrative for us, that is how they encode all of their lies. They put everything in Pythagorean numerology. They use some gematria too, which is a different form of numerology. It's a Hebrew form of numerology, but they really use a lot of Pythagorean. And there's a reason for that too. That's because they understand that God created this world, and he created it in a way that it's almost like a computer program. Everything is embedded in numbers. Everything has a number to it. Everything has a frequency to it. Everything has a vibration to it. And if you can get in tune with all of those things, you can literally ascend, and you can start seeing signs that you otherwise would have just said, oh, wow, oh, that's crazy. You see that? You notice that? And you might notice little things. You might notice a sign here or there. But a lot of times you won't even notice it. You know how many signs I didn't notice when I was blinded? And now I see signs miles away. It's really incredible. And it seems like I'm always in the right place at the right time. Even this past weekend, this was weird. We were at my parents' house up in New Hampshire, and I was with my stepson, and his name's Jake, and he was splitting wood. I was having him split some campfire wood. He splits the first piece he pulls out of the pile, splits it down the middle, and there is a J inside of it. A J. Literally carved, a perfect J carved out, that, I don't know, an insect probably did. So that was crazy. And that is a sign that we were all at the right place at the right time, and we're following God's plan. So if you can start to get in tune with what's going on here, and you can start to unlock a lot of the lies, because the lies are what prevents you. I'll quickly explain it. If you put somebody in a box, Alice in Chains did a song kind of like this. If you put someone in a box, they can't go anywhere. They're stuck in this box, which is the globe, essentially. This is how mentalism works. What you perceive becomes your reality. You're stuck in this box. You will always be in the box. You got to understand, there's a door to that box, and that door goes into other boxes, and then there's a door from those boxes that goes outside, and there's a whole world outside waiting for you. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you coming, or are you gonna stay in your box? I'm just curious. I love you all. Please get out of the box.